If you want to significantly increase your value in the marketplace, meaning you want to improve your financial life and you want to increase your overall quality of life, then these are the top 5 digital skills that I think anyone can learn online without having to invest a ton of money up front and that you can do on your time. Now, I do have to preface this by saying that this is not passive by any means. In fact, I do believe that there is a lot of misconception about passive income, that you can start on a passive income journey today and in just a few weeks or a few months you can start earning passive income. But that is not the case. In fact, I do believe that if you're just getting started online, the easiest way, the fastest way to earn some money online is by offering some sort of service to other people by either something you know as a skill or by offering your time. Now, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Now, the first high income skill that you can learn is programming. Now, programming is simply building websites and apps for people for various reasons. In this modern age where everything basically lives online, businesses are conducted online, and everyone conducts their operations online, it is more imperative than ever for businesses and individuals and pretty much anything that can be conducted without having a physical presence to have an app. So that's where programmers come in. In fact, one of the most lucrative jobs you can find in this modern day, or the most lucrative service you can offer to other people, is programming, because there's so little talent in the marketplace and there's such high demand. So if you want to quickly accelerate your value in the marketplace, then programming is definitely something you should consider. Now, when I first started on this journey, programming was the first thing that I learned, and I quickly found out that it wasn't for me. And that is always why I recommend that before you go down on this path, you need to first ask yourself, is this something that you're interested in? Maybe take a few classes online and see if this is something that you're ready to invest your time and your effort in. And it's okay if it's not something that you want to invest your time in. We like different things, and you just may or may not like going down the route of programming. And how really can you learn programming? There's a lot of free resources online. I feel like if you're going on this route, it is best that you go on a self-learning route, especially if you don't have a lot of time. You can easily come back from your day job, maybe from your 9-to-5 job right now, and invest 2 to 3 hours every day. That's exactly what I did. And I actually learned a lot of stuff within 3 months. I was able to learn HTML, JavaScript, and CSS within 3 months and be able to build small websites. But when it came to learning the advanced stuff like the frameworks, React.js, Node.js, SQL, backend, all those things was where I struggled a lot, because I'm just not good with math and logic. And if this is something you want to consider, then it's a fundamental skill that you need to have. One website I always recommend to people is W3 Schools. W3 Schools has some of the best free training about programming in any language that you want to learn out there, and it's completely free. You can have projects, you can have an environment where you can enter your code, you can have like simple explanations of basic things that you may want to learn about programming. So check out W3 Schools. It's a good resource for anyone who's just getting started. Also, you can go the route of boot camps. Boot camps are really good. There are a lot of boot camps out there that promises to graduate you within 12 weeks if you go full time, and sometimes they say anywhere from 12 to 24 weeks if you want to do it part time. And I think boot camps are great because that's the only thing you're really focused on. You're focused on learning to code and nothing else. And some of them even go as far as promising to help you find job placements after you learn how to code competently, like Coding Dojo, Full Stack Academy, etc. But I'm not here to recommend any boot camps or any programs to use, but just to give you some ideas on how to learn programming and how you can get started on that journey today. Now, the next high income skill that you can learn is digital marketing. Digital marketing is what I eventually went with, and it is simply helping other people or businesses to sell more online. You can work with businesses, you can work with individuals, you can work with brands to market on different channels. Social media is currently the cutting edge medium for advertising today, and every business wants to get word out on most of these platforms. Talk about Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, TikTok. There's several platforms and channels that you can learn how to market on, and you can easily offer this as a service to individuals or to businesses. So to get into the marketing field, you need to start by identifying if you have an interest in this field. For me, it was programming that I started with, but I quickly learned that marketing was the field that I was interested in, like deeply interested in. The next thing I had to do was understand what channels are out there: Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube? Do I want to do paid social or paid search? This is some of the things that you need to understand. And what you want to do next is to pick one channel and master that channel. For me, I picked Facebook ads, and I learned everything that I could about Facebook ads. Talk about YouTube videos, buying courses, finding mentors, and just doing my own projects. I even set up several dropshipping stores when I started out in order to be able to sell my own products using Facebook ads. Of course, I lost a lot of money because I was literally investing my own hard-earned money into running ads on Facebook. Even though it was tiny at the time, sometimes $5, $10 a day, I was losing money, but this enabled me to be able to learn the nitty-gritty of each platform. How do you set up these campaigns? How do you learn about the numbers? How do you learn the psychology of marketing? You want to find people who do these exact things and try to mimic what they do, or enroll in their courses, or become a member of their inside community. So this is how you learn marketing. Of course, you can decide to go to college to go get a marketing degree, but nothing can substitute having a real life, real world experience by working on real projects that have an impact on people's lives and on people's incomes. So that is how you learn marketing. And right now, as a marketer, you can easily make 6 figures a year as either working within an organization or becoming a freelancer. I know freelancers making 7 figures a year just by offering marketing services to business and brands and individuals. So this is definitely something you can try out. And if that's you, let me know in the comments and I can point you in certain directions. Now, the next high income skill that I recommend is copywriting. Now, what exactly is copywriting? Copywriting is intentional writing to take any form of action. Now, copywriting is simply a skill. It is not something that anyone is born with. You learn copywriting just the same way that you learn how to code or you learn digital marketing. Copywriting plays the biggest role in helping businesses reach their business goals. Every business has a goal to make more sales, to increase their revenue. But if you cannot communicate your business to other people, if you cannot communicate your offer, your value, then it's going to be challenging to sell your product or to get anyone to be interested in your product. That's why a lot of companies invest massively to hire the best copywriters. And guess what? Good copywriters are so rare in the market. That's why the best ones make a lot of money. So if you want to start learning copywriting, it's almost the same route as learning marketing. You need to start with an interest. Are you someone who loves to write? That is the number one question you need to ask yourself. If you don't love to write, then copywriting is not going to work for you. Then you need to understand what types of copywriting are out there. Do you want to write copywriting for web, or copywriting for email, or copywriting for product, product descriptions, and so on and so forth. There's so much to copywriting, but you need to understand which ones are there. Pick up a book, go on YouTube, go learn everything you can about this skill, and you'll be amazed how vast of an opportunity there is in copywriting. Also, you can create dummy projects, because this is how, even without real world experience, you can demonstrate to people trying to hire that you have the skill and you have what it takes to help them reach their business goals. I would always recommend people to look at the market and look at what types of products really catches your eye, and pick that product and try to write copy for that product. Try to write product description for it. Try to write an email copy. Try to sell this product in an email, and you'll be amazed how good you can get within a couple of weeks and months. So the next is UX and UI. UX and UI simply means user experiences and user interfaces. And this is simply, as the name implies, designing experiences and interfaces for websites and apps and so on and so forth. So if you've ever been on any website, say for example, you go on YouTube or you go on Facebook, any popular website, there are 2 things that makes that website what it is: the interface and the experience that you have on the website. If you go on YouTube, for example, there is a search bar, there is an upload button on the side, a subscribe button. All of these things have been intentionally placed there by someone, by a user interface designer. So user interface design is a skill that someone learns before a website is converted into what it is. And someone needs to design that experience as a mock-up before it is translated into code. Now, it is one thing to design an interface to be good looking, but if the experience is bad, then it serves no purpose whatsoever. So someone needs to intentionally place certain elements where they are, and someone needs to design them in order for it to be translated into code. Now, this is a very essential part of building any website. So if you're that person who can design really well interfaces and experiences, then companies will be willing to pay a good chunk for it. I know freelancers who are making 6 figures, 7 figures just designing interfaces for the biggest companies and the biggest brands. Now, that's even building for the biggest brands. Now, think about the millions of websites that exist on the internet today. If you can just take a small size of that pie, you will be in a good place. So this is a very high income skill that I believe anyone can learn by just investing some time upfront. But then again, it starts with understanding if this is something that you're interested in. If it is, then I would strongly suggest that you go for it. Finally, the last high income skill that I recommend that you learn if you're trying to improve your financial life is data analysis. What is data analysis? It's simply interpreting data to enhance decisions within businesses. So they understand that it is really important that the data they're collecting in their businesses is put into good use, because that is how they have competitive advantage. So if you're someone who is good at collecting and interpreting data, then companies will be willing to pay big for you, because the simple data that you've interpreted could mean so much in terms of revenue and growth for the company. Although traditionally data analysis is something that you go to school and get a fancy degree for, but in 2024 it's gone beyond just getting a fancy degree and whatnot. There's a lot of professionals today who are self-taught in data analysis. There's a lot of tools that you can use to teach yourself in order to land jobs and projects in the marketplace. So if you are looking to learn data analysis, there's a lot of boot camps that promises to get you proficient enough in order to get jobs and to land projects, but it starts with an interest. Are you really interested in this field? If you are, then I would say you consider the options out there, but you need to go out there and see what data analysis really is. If it's something that you're interested in, go on YouTube, type in data analysis or data analysis training into the search bar, and you see a lot of results come up that you can start watching videos on. So this is something that anyone, I believe, can do, but you need to have that fundamental interest. I share a lot of these things because personally, it's been a difference in menial $10, $12 an hour jobs to now being financially free and being able to travel the world and just live life on my own terms. And I believe anyone really can do it if they put their minds to it. If this video is helpful, make sure to subscribe and leave your comments down in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get to them. Again, my name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next video.